welcome to another Explore. We're going to have a walk through Burdale Tunnel on the Malton and Driffield Junction Railway. What we're looking at here is a southern portal. It's a team effort today. We've got Pete, the new motorcycle guy, and we've got Ashton from exploring the past and the present. I think they're already inside, so we'll catch up with them. This tunnel opened in 1853, just about the time the railway mania bubble was about to burst. At 1747 yards in length, it was built using 7 construction shafts. There was only 3 retained for ventilation, the rest being filled in.
Just see a few insulators up there, the telegraph cables. This is the only chain marker we've seen so far. Looks like there's a number falling off it, 50 something. There's a bit of spalling here, look. See where the water's got behind these bricks. Places about to blast off. Quite a few places, so look. Starting to get damp as we walk through. Don't know if you can see, but there's a few drips up there, up in the crown.
Here, one there, and you can see one just here, still flowing nicely.
You can see the sides are less of a horseshoe shape, more vertical sided, this section. Some shuttering being left since who knows when, slowly rotting away in the water there. Don't know if you can see that, but there's a fair amount of water flowing through this tunnel. Pretty clear, then again it would be being filtered through limestone. We're just approaching the first ventilation shaft, It's odd this. Instead of being circular, it's like an oval construction towards the bottom for some reason. A little bit closer without falling over. You see what appears to be a ventilation grill on the top there. All this brick rubble will have been knocked down the shaft. It's the coping stones there. Beyond here, it's pretty well flooded, as you can see. But I've got my wellies, so we'll have a walk through, see what else we can find. It's at this point where the tunnel narrows quite a lot. There's some more insulators there, look, up on the wall. It's at this point where it narrows. There's been a major collapse.
I believe this collapse was in 1978. If we look, it's the brick tunnel lining which has collapsed, not the actual bore of the tunnel. You know, the chalk seems pretty stable. The concern here is it could go again at any time. And by the look of some of these bricks, if one goes, it will have like a domino effect and pull a substantial section down, so they'll not hang about. I think it's fair to say the safest place to be stood is under the chalk, not the brickwork. We'll make our way outside and have a walk over the tunnel, see if we can find any evidence of the ventilation shafts. This is the first shaft, which we saw from underneath. See, it's a grid on ventilation. See rebar there. Concrete's been broken away when they fitted this grid on.
I believe what we're looking at here is one of the construction shafts. As we can see, it's fenced off. There has been a bit of settlement. I don't think it's a collapse so much as just settling in the bore. Just see down there. Looking from the other side, this is clearly spoil from the tunnel. Just see there.
We'll make our way to the northern portal, see if we can get in there.
This is the approach to the northern portal. As you can see, it's pretty boggy. You certainly need wellies if you come in here. That's the portal itself. As you can see, it's built in brick, nothing too elaborate. It obviously does the job. So let's have a walk in, see what we can find. Or should I say, a climb in. Should be fun.
There's a few sleepers among this. Don't know if it could be remains of wooden doors or if it's just rubbish that's been thrown in over the years.
Not sure how well this camera's picking it up, but there is a bit of a curve to the east. Just see there. These telegraph support brackets continued through the tunnel. There's quite a bit of soot up on the crown there. We can also see in places it's actually washed down to track bed level. The moisture there seeping through from the land. Some insulators here, still intact, most unusual, usually been shattered by vandals for whatever reason. On the floor here we can see a number of brick facings, a bit of spalling. And when we have a look around, it looks like they might have come from the crown there. We can just see there's been a few repairs. We're at a place where the bow diameter changes. You can see there's been a rather bad collapse in the corner there. It don't look recent because what we're looking at there is the remains of some wooden supports which have been put in, which have rotted away. You see the remains of this on the floor.
This is slightly collapse here. It's like eroding.
Had a little bit of water damage here, a bit of spalling of the brickwork. You can see the difference in bore. Here, look.
And we're approaching the curve. Not sure if you can make it out. I'm not sure the GoPro is the best light for the tunnel.
This is the first shaft we've come to on the western end. Show you up there. It's not that deep, to be honest. See the mesh at the top there. Not too far beyond the shaft, we come to a collapse. Just see that in front of us. Get a little bit closer. We're not going to climb up this. Don't look particularly safe.
I believe this collapsed sometime in the 1980s.
You just see some damage there. Looks like it could go again anytime soon. Make his way out, I think, for the best. We've just found the ventilation shaft that we saw from underneath. There's some steps up, so we'll have a look inside. That's looking through the grid. We found what we think is another collapsed shaft. Just down here you can see that depression. Whether or not it were a construction shaft or a ventilation shaft, we don't really know. So once again, thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. So it's goodbye from me, John, and
Take care, guys.
see you soon.